Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking your time to be here today. Picture this. You wake up, grab your phone, and start scrolling through social media. You see your friends' vacation photos, someone else's perfect life, and all these posts seem to tell a story of how amazing everything is. By the time you finish, you might start feeling a little anxious, maybe a little disconnected, or you're not as happy as them. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Studies show that social media, while it connects us, can also lead to feelings of anxiety, loneliness, and even depression. These platforms are shaping the way we communicate, but they're also having a big impact on our mental health, and it's something we can't ignore. With over 4.7 billion people around the world using social media, it's clear that platforms are now a huge part of our daily life. But what does that mean for our mental health? It's helping us build strong connections or quietly affecting how we feel about ourselves. Whether you're a teenager, a college student, or an adult with this technology, social media is affecting us all. Over the past few weeks, as part of my college course, I've done a lot of research into how social media impacts our mental health. Looking at studies, hearing from experts, and reflecting on how it's affecting me and those around me. What I've learned has been pretty eye-opening. Today, I'm going to talk about both the good and bad about media. First, let's look at how social media can be a positive, as it is connecting people, spreading awareness, and even providing support. And then we'll discuss the more negative side, like how it can contribute to anxiety, depression, or even addiction. Finally, I'll share some tips on how we can take control of our social media and use it to make sure it doesn't harm our mental health. By the end of this, I hope we'll all have a better understanding of how social media affects us and how we can use it in a way that's healthier for our minds and our lives. All right, let's start looking at the positive side of social media and how it can benefit our mental health. By connecting, raising awareness, and providing support. Social media can be used as a tool for connection. Studies have shown that social media helps people stay connected, especially those who live far away from family or friends. A 2021 study by the Pew Research Center found that 90% of people felt that social media helped them stay in touch with the loved ones during the pandemic. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram provide spaces for people to join groups or follow communities that share similar interests. Social media can also be used to raise awareness and educate others on social issues. It's become a powerful tool for raising awareness about these issues, specifically through the use of hashtags like #BLM. Apps like YouTube, TikTok, and others can be used to educate people because they can learn almost anything they want through the apps. While social media has its benefits, it's important to acknowledge the negative. These negatives include like anxiety, depression, and these can have very impactful stuff on our mental health, and it can also increase the addiction. Social media has increased anxiety and depression a ton, according to recent studies. Research from the University of Pennsylvania found that high school media usage is directly linked to increased feelings of anxiety and depression. Participants who limited the use to 10 minutes a day saw a decrease in feelings of anxiety and depression. A study published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology revealed that platforms, especially ones like Instagram, lead to negative self-esteem and body image due to comparison due to unrealistic beauty standards. Social media addiction has impacted mental health. According to a 2022 study by the National Institute of Health, the average time spent on social media can lead to addictive behaviors. The Journal of Behavioral Addictions published a study showing that excessive social media can cause cognitive overload, leading to lack of focus, poor productivity, and decrease in well-being. Now that we've explored the negative impacts of social media, let's focus on how we can take control and develop healthier habits to increase our mental well-being. Setting boundaries and limiting screen time. Setting daily time limits for social media use can significantly reduce the feeling of stress and anxiety. Experts from the American Psychological Association recommend using apps that track screen time to help individuals set healthy boundaries. You can also curate your social media feed and unfollowing toxic accounts. A study published by Cyber Psychology found that people who intentionally follow supportive and uplifting accounts feel an increase in self-esteem and mood. According to a 2024 study by the American Academy of Pediatrics, teens who made an effort to follow the account aligned with their passions and values report feeling more confident. In conclusion, social media can have both positive and negative impacts on our mental health. On the positive side, social media can connect us with friends and loved ones As we saw with the way platforms like Facebook help people stay in touch during the pandemic, it can also raise awareness about important social issues. However, the darker side of social media cannot be ignored. We discussed how comparison to others online can lead to increased anxiety and depression, much like how the unrealistic beauty standards seen on Instagram can impact self-esteem. But it can be fixed. As we learn, setting time limits and curating a feed that supports our mental health can help us regain control. So remember when I asked you to picture yourself scrolling through social media in the morning, feeling anxious and disconnected? By making small, intentional changes, we can take back control of our digital lives and ensure that social media helps us rather than the other way around. Let's use these tools at our disposal to stay connected in a way that supports our mental health. Thank you guys.